guys, so we're in the car again. This is another one of those days where you get to ride along with me. I decided I was gonna do stuff that was different content and things like that, but today we're on the way to, where are we going, Isabel? Ontario, California. And we're going to my daughter's ice skating competition. So what my daughter doesn't know is a lot of you guys have actually wished her good luck on her competition. Hey, there she is. So, yeah, we're gonna listen to some music. Here, I gotta get my wife's phone hooked up here. Here's what we're gonna do. So while I'm getting this hooked up, so I'm gonna talk about something. I had done something a while back. Woo! There it goes. Anything. But it's a lie because I'm gonna do this video. Can I turn that down just a little bit? Anyway, apparently I can't turn it down. I see you. I did a video about knives not being weapons. There are some exceptions. I brought this along specifically. Yes, daughter, say that again. What is a knife? Say it loud enough that I can hear it. It is. It's a tool, not a weapon. However, there are some very specific exceptions to that. This really isn't a tool. This is a weapon. I would have to argue that this was not, I mean, you can use it for some stuff, but this Ka-Bar TDI is a knife that was designed for law enforcement and military as a secondary weapon. It was something that you could just grab and just have. You didn't have to think second. You didn't have to think to yourself whether how you were carrying this, because it basically was meant to simulate, or not simulate, but feel just like your sidearm. So you could just pull it out, you wore it weak side, you just grab it, and you had a weak side weapon, and then just you could stick it out. Yep, coming up on an accident. This, I would say, would classify in that realm where it's a weapon. You can use it as a tool, but more specifically as a weapon. So, there are occasions where a knife is a weapon. But 9 times out of 10, I would say that they are tools, because like I said in the video, you can use a tool such as a screwdriver as a weapon at a pinch. But I honestly can say I can't think of a different use for a handgun than as a weapon. But we're gonna do some other stuff throughout the day. Oh, let's do a car pocket drop. I got it. Of course I have my Fortis. Thank you, Nico.
Did he make that for
It's
you?
awesome. No, he bought it for me. They don't make that knife anymore.
Oh. So you get to keep that one?
My Archbishop. Yes, it's mine. It was a gift. My Archbishop, I would say, if there was ever a knife that could push my Archbishop out of my pocket, Nico found it. But I got enough room in my pocket. I got enough room in my pocket, I can carry both of them. And I have my NTAC in my pocket too. I can't get to it. So the other side, weak side, I'm carrying my NTAC and my, ooh, poop face. And I'm carrying my Chris Reese Sebenza, and I have something else from the boys up at Fair and Forge that I'm going to do a video about. Going through a tunnel. I'm going to do a video about, but right now I'm just carrying it. It's gonna be something awesome, and it's gonna be something you guys that are work knife kind of guys are gonna love. You really are. So stay tuned to that. We're gonna just do some goofy stuff today, and maybe I'll throw in my daughter's ice skating. Maybe we'll do that. Throw in my daughter's competition on this video. All right, guys, hold tight. We're gonna do some other stuff. I know what I forgot to show you guys.
Rocky.
Hey, Rocco. So the other day I talked about my Archbishop and I was talking about how smooth 20 CV with a ceramic detent is. And I showed you how smooth it was. What are you guys talking about? Without any oil on it. I have since re-oiled my knife with just a drop or two of nano oil. That's how smooth it is. It is that smooth. I haven't oiled this yet, and I haven't done anything to it, and I don't think that this ever really got carried. It's going to now, because it isn't even broke in. I was looking at it, the detent is still, it's not as smooth yet, and it took a few weeks before this one really broke in and just, oh my goodness, it just drops. This one's smooth, and the more I play with it, I can feel it getting smoother. I'm gonna adopt Nico. He's gonna come live at our house. So this is the, you know, people talk about.
It's the first time I use it.
So this is the cool thing. Everybody complains about iPhones, but I'm gonna tell you right now. If you guys could see what I'm seeing, how much this is bouncing. But when I put it in my video, the stabilization on this camera is dead straight. Like all these people are talking about this DLSR cameras they use for YouTube channels, and I get it, but I kind of see it as being unnecessary because I do everything for my YouTube channel, everything for my sharpening business, everything for my lift driving, and everything for my insurance business, all from my iPhone. It's a pretty versatile tool. Now you're not gonna dance and sing? I wanted to get a video of you dancing and singing in the car, and now you're not gonna do it?
No, it was speed.
It was what?
Speed.
Not a speed camera. They don't have speed cameras anymore. They got rid of all of them.
I'm not gonna dance in this song. I'm gonna dance the Japanese song.
No, Mama's gonna dance to the lazy song.
Pretty sure I'm not gonna be able to monetize this one because of all the copyright stuff with the fact that we're listening to music in the car. But at least it'll be fun. Don't be embarrassed. You're gonna be on this video when you skate today.
I don't care.
Isabel, you know what I want to do?
What?
Yeah. This is how you embarrass your children. I love this song.
Burn.
No. I know this is gonna be a little bit shaky because it's in the tripod hook to the thing, but I just realized something. We're getting to my daughter's ice skating competition at 9:30. What time do you go on?
6:30.
6:30 at night.
You have to be a practice
This is not a guy that goes and watches an ice skating competition all day.
Daddy.
I'm gonna lose my ever-loving mind.
Yay.
I might murder someone. This may be the last time you guys ever see me. So now, I really don't want to offend anyone if you're from Ontario, California, but it's kind of a shithole. I'm gonna catch her dancing. Oh, my iPod, my tripod's breaking. It's like literally falling apart as I do this. Okay, I gotta go fix this thing. Probably the only person that keeps dental glue around them because I just fixed my tripod. Because I'm gonna need it today to take video of my daughter. So somebody asked me why I carry sometimes 5 knives on me at a time. And it's not because I need 5 knives. The truth of the matter is that the knives that I carry, when I carry a lot of them, are knives that I really don't want to leave at the house and run the risk of getting stolen. If my house gets broken into and they take my knife case, the knives that I really truly care about are on me. Yep, that's the main reason.
So I changed my statement. When we saw it on the freeway, Ontario looked like a shithole. But this place actually isn't too bad. Once we got off the freeway, it's pretty nice. What are we gonna do for the next 8 hours? You're too close. What are we gonna do? Because you have practice at what, 11?
You have to stretch it out.
But
So she gets to practice at 11, and then she doesn't go on the ice again until 6.
we're gonna
Nice
watch
out here though.
skating.
It's a nice day. Beautiful day out here.
And we wait
What
for
time
6
is it?
hours. Like, I don't know.
So I get to sit outside of the ice rink on a mat like a homeless person. Maybe if I put my hat out here like that, maybe I'll get some money. What do you think, Yuka? You think somebody would throw money in my hat if I sit like this?
Because you don't look good.
You're horrible.
Okay, if you're homeless, how do you afford those sunglasses, your phone?
Homeless people have stuff.
How do you
Sometimes.
afford your...
Sometimes.
So, any of you guys that follow my channel probably already know my opinion on knockoffs and counterfeits. And if you were to go to my previous video about my Chris Reeve Sebenza, something happened to my Sebenza, I think is the one where these comments came up. There's a gentleman that was arguing the merits of his fake Sebenzas. And so now I put up a comment, and if, you know, I'm not gonna call it his name, you guys will be able to see it. Actually, I can't call it his name, it's my channel. It's Dale. And so Dale has been trying to desperately convince me of the merits of buying a Sebenza fake, a clone. That it's not. Now, let me explain something to you. So you guys know that I'm friends with some knife makers, and I'm friends with the guys at Fair and Forge. And I'm not gonna lie to you. As much as you guys would think that these knife makers that make these excellent, amazing knives are just rolling in the dough, now, Chris Reeve's Sebenzas, they've been around and established for a long time. But these knife makers, a lot of these guys, they're barely keeping the lights on in their shops. They truly are. They are struggling. They're barely keeping food on the table. And they make knives because it's their passion. And for someone to try and defend, even if it's a Chris Reeves knife, that knowing that Chris Reeves has been around and established at a point where he has, there, and Chris isn't even there anymore, by the way, that company is making a lot of money. Well, they've earned that. And to say that stealing from someone who's earned that amount of prestige and income, you've earned it, is no different than saying it's fine to go to some poor person's house who is barely keeping food on a table and stealing from that person. Stealing is stealing, and trying to convince me otherwise that buying a clone or a knockoff, it's not that big a deal. It's theft, out and out theft. And if you're okay with that, then you have a broken moral compass. And this is a response to that, but I told him that I was not going to even entertain that conversation anymore. So if you're on my channel and you're trying to tout the merits of counterfeits, start your own channel and do it. Don't use mine as a venue, because you're not going to convince me that it's okay to steal from someone else. Stealing is stealing is stealing. If you think it's okay, that's fine, but don't try and convince me, because it's not going to work. It's not going to work. I don't care if Chris Reeves is making 300% profit on every one of those knives. Guess what? He makes a good product, and they've earned it. They've earned it. There's nothing wrong in this country with someone earning something, and it's never been okay for me to then try and I realized I'm trying to defend my point, and I don't need to, because it's morally correct and it's legally correct. thievery and stealing is wrong. And yes, I have reported sellers on Amazon for selling clones and knockoffs. So while we're sitting here and my daughter is resting and it's 85 degrees in outside the car because we're stuck here for 6 hours, it just got a little bit perturbed. And it's obvious that if someone is trying to defend their point, they know it's wrong. If they're going to continue to try and convince me, then somewhere deep down inside, they're struggling with that decision that they made to steal from someone else. And if you're not struggling with it, then I'm really sorry for you. Because I was brought up that there was a moral standard and you stuck to it. And that's just all there was to it. So I didn't mean to throw in this much additional time on a video that was supposed to be more fun. But, you know, I'm just putting it out there. If that's the way you think, don't even bother making a comment on my channel. If that's what you want to try and defend that point, don't even try it. And if you continue to after I've told you not to, I'll just block you. I'm at that point. I'll just block you. I've already blocked another guy. I blocked one person already. They can never make a comment on my channel again under that YouTube username. They want to make comments and then come back, I'll block them again. But yep, that's just where I'm at with it. I'm just kind of done with it. It'd be no different than any of the other thievery that goes on or stealing. You can't sample someone's music and expect to not have to pay royalties. You know, I don't get where people think it's okay. So I'm not defending my point. I don't need to. I'm just stating my opinion. I'm stating my point. Just to reiterate it, I know a lot of you guys have already seen the video that I made about counterfeits and where I stand with it. And yeah, I've gotten burned a couple times. As a matter of fact, I had a fake Sebenza come in that I took from a kid, and I used it as an example to show what to look for, and I destroyed it. I took it apart and I threw the parts away. It's just the way it is. So that fake A-Tor that I wound up with, I haven't decided what I'm going to do with that. I'm probably going to take the markings off of it and throw it in an emergency kit in case I need something. But it's not going to be something that I was, oh hey, I got an A-Tor. No, it was a fake. And you got screwed, and I probably could have gotten that. If I wanted to buy a fake A-Tor, probably could have bought it for about 15 bucks. But I want to pay in money, good money, for what I thought was a used A-Tor. Yeah. So to try and defend that you're screwing other people, it's not going to work. So that's that. So I did a little bit of review because I am editing this video as I do it and just kind of throwing it together. When I say I took a fake Sebenza, I didn't take it from him. What I did was I had a Sebenza 25 that I had gotten an honest to God Sebenza 25 that was in good shape, that I'd gotten an okay deal on, and I didn't like it. And I liked the kid, and I gave it to him, and I took his fake because I wanted to use the fake as a an example to show people what to look for. At the time, I was making really good money, and I liked the kid, and I hated the fact that he had basically gotten screwed on a fake because he started to notice there were some things with it. He asked me because he knew that I know knives and knew what to look for. So that's what I mean when I say I took it. I didn't like, give me that knife, you little shit. I didn't do that. You guys should know by now that I'm not that kind of guy. But, yep, that's what I meant. Who the fuck thinks that's a good idea? Me as a chaperone. That's just, well, that's stupid. It got too hot in the car. See how they do it. Her friends skate. She's doing really good. It's her friend Megan. So I just realized they're running behind. That means that our 3 hours that we had left is gonna be more than that. So I didn't intend to make the video this long. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna break it into 2 parts so that you guys can watch it in 2 different sections. It's the only fair thing to do, because I'm gonna keep videotaping or I'm gonna lose my fucking mind. The face of a man who's completely broken.
That sounds like a Disney.
Broken mentally and spiritually, deep down inside. Go, baby. Yeah.
Thank you, Isabel.
Hey guys, we are on our way home. I didn't do any video about it. Isabel took first in her competition, so all of you guys that wished her good luck, thank you very much. It helped. And so we're on our way home. I've got a couple more things that I was going to try and put into this video, but I know I had said I was going to break it into 2 different videos, but I don't think I am. So this is, it's about 10 o'clock. We're going to be home in about another 30 minutes or so. I might just do a cap it off and end the video here a little bit later. But yep, so she took first place. Yay, go Isabel! And I got a couple things I was going to say when I get home, but I can't get enough light in the car to get a good shot of us in the car, so I'll just talk to you guys when we get to the house. Yes, it's coffee. That's your coffee. So, pretty pissed off right now. Got home, we had agreed that if my daughter took first place, we were gonna buy a DVD of her performance. Bought the DVD, $40 for a 2-minute fucking DVD.
1.5.
1.5 minute. Get it home, we're like, you know, Isabel's already asleep, she's in her bedroom, and I'm like, oh, okay, we'll watch it. Put it in my PlayStation, won't play. Put it in a computer, won't play. Says the DVD is unreadable. How the fuck do you get that so wrong? People have been making DVDs on computers for a lot of fucking years, and this is their job, and they fucking 2-hour drive home. It's not like I can just go around a corner and say, hey, I'll pick up another one. No, this fucking bullshit. This is why people light businesses on fire. This is why people get angry. This goes back to the same fundamental fucking thing I was talking about when I talked about Cold Steel knives and CRKT and all these knives that now prices have stayed the same, but fucking quality has went down. Same thing with every fucking thing else. No one takes any fucking pride in what they do. So to cap off what was an amazing day, as much as I was joking about being stuck at an ice skating competition, I got to watch my daughter take first place, spent $40 on something that we could keep and make copies of. I can't even fucking get it. Ridiculous. All right, YouTube. I'm done ranting. I'm done screaming and hollering. I'm too tired to be angry. I'm going to call those fools tomorrow. They better still have my daughter's competition recorded on the hard drive. I'm going to bed. I'll see you guys later.